Have you ever seen a plane so big it looks like it shouldn't be able to fly? That's the C-5M Super Galaxy. It's the largest plane in the United States Air Force. This giant can carry more stuff than any other plane in the world. It's like a flying building, but it moves with grace through the air. The C-5M is as long as a football field and as tall as a 6-story building. Its wings stretch out wider than the length of a blue whale. When you stand next to it, you feel tiny. Despite its enormous size, the C-5M is known for being quiet and smooth. It doesn't roar like other big planes. Instead, it has a soft, low hum. This gentle giant moves through the air with surprising grace. The C-5M is a marvel of engineering, capable of flying halfway around the world on one tank of fuel. It's an amazing sight to see, whether on the ground or in the air. The C-5M Super Galaxy isn't just big for show, it's designed to move huge amounts of cargo. Think of it as a flying warehouse. It can carry tanks, helicopters, and even other planes. Its cargo area is so big, you could fit 6 school buses inside it. The nose of the plane can open up like a giant mouth, and the tail end also opens wide. This means cargo can be loaded from both ends at the same time. Inside the C-5M, there are special systems to help move heavy things. There are rollers on the floor that can turn, making it easy to slide big boxes or vehicles into place. The plane also has winches and cranes built right in. The C-5M can carry more than just military equipment. It's often used to bring help when there are disasters around the world. This plane isn't just a war machine, it's also a flying helper for people in need. Flying the C-5M Super Galaxy is unlike flying any other plane. Pilots say it's like steering a small building through the sky. But despite its size, it handles surprisingly well. The controls are smooth and responsive. When you're in the cockpit of a C-5M, you sit way up high. It's like being on the top floor of a tall building. You can see for miles in every direction. The windshield is huge, giving you a great view. Taking off in a C-5M is an amazing experience. As the plane starts to move, you feel the power of its 4 huge engines. Then, almost like magic, this giant machine lifts off the ground. Once you're in the air, flying the C-5M feels surprisingly normal. Pilots say it's like driving a big, comfy car down a smooth highway in the sky. The C-5M Super Galaxy is packed with cool technology. It has computers that help the pilots fly the plane. These computers can even land the plane all by themselves if they need to. This is really helpful when the weather is bad and it's hard to see. The plane has special engines that are very powerful but also quiet. They use less fuel than older planes, allowing the C-5M to fly farther without stopping. It can go from the United States to Asia without needing to refuel. Inside the plane, there are lots of screens and gadgets to help the crew keep track of everything. They can see how the engines are doing, how much fuel is left, and where they are in the sky. The C-5M also has special systems to keep it safe. It can detect if there's a problem with any part of the plane and alert the crew right away. The plane even has systems to protect it from lightning strikes and ice building up on the wings. The C-5M Super Galaxy isn't just a big plane, it's a flying marvel of science and engineering. Every part of it is designed to do its job better than any other plane. One of the coolest things about the C-5M is its landing gear. It has 28 wheels. That's 7 times more than a car. These wheels spread out the weight of the plane, allowing it to land on runways that other big planes can't use. The plane also has a special system that lets it kneel down. This means it can lower its front or back end to make loading easier. Inside the cargo area, the C-5M has its own onboard computer system. This helps the crew figure out the best way to load the cargo. It makes sure the weight is spread out evenly. This is important because if the plane isn't balanced, it can be hard to fly. The C-5M Super Galaxy plays a very important role in the United States Air Force. It's not a fighter plane or a bomber. Instead, it's a lifeline that connects different parts of the world. It can bring help wherever it's needed, fast. In times of war, the C-5M can move entire military units across the globe. It can carry tanks, trucks, and helicopters to where they're needed. This ability to move so much so quickly is a big advantage. But the C-5M isn't just for war. When there are natural disasters like earthquakes or hurricanes, the C-5M can bring help fast. It can carry food, medicine, and rescue equipment to people who need it. The C-5M Super Galaxy is more than just a plane. It's a symbol of what humans can do when we put our minds to it. Whether it's supporting troops or helping in disasters, the C-5M is always ready to fly to the rescue.